Okay, we're back. The John and Joe Show. It's been a while.
It has been a
It's
while.
been like 6 months or so. And John had a cool idea of opening up some 80s, 90s, junk wax type things. And I think you acquired quite a few. And then I jumped online and grabbed some rack packs, only because I just don't trust people with some of the wax stuff. I feel like I never hit anything.
Oh,
But
yeah, okay.
that's why I went this. I thought, maybe there's a chance with the rack pack that I get something. But I'm chasing Griffey rookie, chasing maybe a Derek Jeter rookie. I found an 82 tops,
Oh, that's cool.
so maybe a Ripken rookie. And I did, before they won the World Series last night, grabbed in 2018 tops pack with a possible Ohtani rookie.
Oh, nice.
So, I mean, my luck is not the greatest, but
Well, we had to go on hiatus after that PSA reveal where I had that PSA 10 Bo Jackson.
right,
So we just had to take a break, I guess.
it was overwhelming. We were, that was, you couldn't top that, So,
But I watched this one seller on eBay, and they have random lots of stuff, and it was like the same seller was offering all this stuff. It was, they were different lots, but it was an 83 Donruss, an 84 Tops, an 85 Donruss, and then three. So those were all individuals. It was like one pack of this, one pack of this, one pack of this. And then they had these 387s, a Fleer Donruss and Tops as a lot. And they weren't like very much, so I just had to buy them.
I mean, hey, you get Ricky Henderson, Nolan Ryan. I mean, lots of
Wade
cool
Boggs,
yeah,
Don Manley, whatever.
Yeah.
Barry Bonds, Greg Maddux, Bo Jackson.
the potential.
Oh, I know, the potential is amazing.
It is amazing.
So then I was in one of the stores that so I felt, since you had the rack packs and a good variety, I went into one of the stores we go to, Joe and I picked up these 2 packs of hoops that I didn't see at first. They were at the register, just in a little box, and I grabbed those. These were like $4 a piece. I didn't think that was terrible, really.
No, not for 35-year-old cards. I mean, and that's, I think, is that the one that has the Mark Jackson potential?
Yeah, I think that is the Mark Jackson.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Jordan's, of course.
So then, just to so that's what I'm opening today, and then just to bring out the full nostalgia, I dug out
tough stuff.
I dug out the last price guide I ever purchased in October of 2021. No, wait a minute.
2001.
Or excuse me, 2001. Yeah, October 2001. So just over 24 years ago. And the thing I didn't realize till this morning when I was looking through this is, wow, I had highlighted cards that I had in 2001 and what their prices were. So we'll see how we fare with this.
All right, lots of potential in the 82 tops. I like it. Although I don't think the Cal Ripken rookie is worth 60 anymore. But
well, it was like PSA 10.
Yeah.
The interesting thing here is this one right here, the 89 Upper Deck #1 Griffey. Like back in 2001, it wasn't so much grading.
Right.
It was just,
that wasn't a huge thing.
It was just subjective. Oh, it's mint or it's near mint, and now it would be like a 5. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah.
But they had the Griffey then raw. It would be like raw mint at 125, and my graded 7 is worth like 70.
Yeah.
So you take this with a grain of salt. But I dug it out because I was trying to see which ones to chase in these various packs. I'm like, oh, I didn't remember that I highlighted this. I'm like, I'm gonna bring it along.
That is so cool.
This will be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
Man.
get rid of anything related to my hobby. So, around this time is when they stopped printing them. So that's probably why I don't have one any newer than October of 2001.
Okay, tough stuff. Wow.
How about that?
That is pretty crazy.
All right, Joe, let's do this.
Yeah, let's. I'll let you start.
Man, what do you think I should go with? Should I go with the oldest first or the?
That's what I'm starting. I'm starting with the oldest.
Okay, all right. So the 83 Donruss is my oldest. All right. I will say this seller. I like this seller because they have random wild stuff, but they don't put a lot of effort into their packaging.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like there was a thinly covered single layer of bubble wrap around these all packed together in like a envelope. No padding.
That's the worst because I feel like opening that is like dented corners already.
I know. I'm feeling pretty bad about it. One of these has like the corners exposed. So, but
nice.
In any event, here we go. Let's see what happens. Wade Boggs, Tony Gwynn would all be pretty awesome. The puzzle piece for I don't remember who is the puzzle piece, but here we go. Oh, I thought that was Nolan Ryan.
I was going to say the picture.
Oh,
that would have been great. Al Bundy, what?
So far, this is looking like a bust.
Rolly fingers.
All right. My 83 Donruss, I think, is a bust.
Okay. Well, we're going to go and try the 82 Topps rack pack and see how this plays out.
It's amazing that somebody still has that.
Right, that's what I thought too. And I was just like, who is going to keep an 82 rack pack still intact? And, as I butcher it here in an attempt to get it open.
Yeah, utility knife.
Right, you know what? That's one thing I forgot was my utility knife. Okay. Let's see. Let's keep going.
So the one video I was watching of recent card sales, that Jordan SP1 that we both have, that we pulled out of packs, mine came back at 9. Yours hasn't been
still in the grading room.
Okay, so yours hasn't been returned
made it
yet.
to the grading room.
The 10 of that just sold like a couple weeks ago for $500, but of course the 9 is worth like $60.
Let's see here, Lewis Pujols. So that's related to Albert. Rich Gossage, Goose. Billy Randolph. Dwight Evans. Well, I'm not seeing.
You got like a third of it left.
Yeah. I figured some big name, maybe. Carl Yastrzemski.
Oh, that's not
Reggie Walton, Dave Henderson.
terrible.
Yeah. Oh man, Hubie. Okay, well.
I think your Dave Henderson's probably your best one.
Yeah, that definitely was my best case out of that.
All right, I'm gonna bust out the 80 tops now, and hopefully the stick of gum that's on the top is not on the best card. And that gum doesn't actually look that terrible.
Yeah.
Dude, your 89 tops, the gum was like.
Oh, that was green and gross
and black.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like certainly adhered to this.
They had
card.
better preservatives back then. Just send it in graded. Get it graded with the gum on it.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what happens. Yeah, what would that do to the score? The gum player is Chris Spire. I don't know him. I don't know that. No significant detriment to have the gum on the back of this guy's card. All right. Brian Mitchell, Buck Martinez, Mookie Wilson. Too bad it wasn't Mookie Betts.
Yeah.
So, like, I'd take Nolan Ryan here, Don Mattingly, Darryl Strawberry, Doc Gooden.
There's so many chances. Can you win a trip to the World Series?
You think they would still honor that?
There's a chance. Pete Rose.
Oh, that's a cool card. Wow, I heard that guy.
I feel like the cards looked. Ooh, that's quite a cut on that one.
Seriously.
Centering would not fare well.
It would, would not be great.
Wade Boggs.
That's
just not his solo card. Yeah.
I don't know about this group. I don't think there was anything overly noteworthy.
I feel like the cards have a cool layout.
Yeah, 84 tops was cool.
Yeah.
Definitely would get heavy deduction for centering.
Centering. Yes, I would love to see what that grades out at. But it's not worth the $20 to spend it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
That was a bust.
Well, we're gonna roll with 89 Rack Pack. 89 Don Russ. This one opens a little easier than. Lots of puzzle pieces.
All right.
Here we go. Let's
Griffey
see if
is
we
your
can find
best one here, right?
Yes. That is easily my one and only chance. It's Eckersley. It's Andy Alomar.
Well, you did get a rookie.
That's the right rookie. Mark McGuire. Robin Young. Kirby Puckett. Carlton Fisk. On lots of cards here.
There's Ryan Gantz rookie.
Ryan Sandberg. Is that Gant's rookie year?
Oh man, maybe it was 88. Maybe his rookie is 88.
He kind of falls in I don't see any more. Finish her off with Barry Bonds. Okay, so no Griffey there.
All right.
So I think we're both rolling. Oh, it says 87 he played for the Braves.
Yeah, I don't know that he had a card in 87 though. I feel like his rookie's 88.
Probably right.
All right, I'm gonna go now to the 85 Donruss. I hope there's something better than my first two packs. Randy Johnson, but not Randy Johnson. Oh, that was a bust too.
Well, the rack packs aren't hitting either. So we have the 89 Fleer. 89 Fleer. We have the AAAs on the front.
Zach McGuire, Canseco, and what? Walt Weiss?
Terry Steinbach.
Oh, Steinbach. Okay.
All right, let's see what we got
Here you're trying to get a Griffey rookie or a Ripken Eric, a Billy Ripken
here.
Eric.
Billy Ripken, Randy Johnson.
That Billy Ripken Eric card.
Did you get one of those?
I did.
Okay.
I got a PSA 8 because I didn't want to invest the money in a 9, and there was no way I was paying for a 10. But, you know, that has some ridiculous value right now.
Mike Greenwell. Bobby Thigpen. Come on, let's get something. So many cards in a rack pack. It says, oh, Nolan Ryan. Centering is, wouch, very bad. Dave Henderson. Cleveland Indians, no more.
You know, it amazes me what somebody will pay for a PSA 10 Nolan Ryan from like the 80s. 88, 89, 90.
If you can land a PSA 10 in there, heck yeah.
It's surprising. I mean, it's like so far removed from his rookie card, but they'll still pay
The collectors.
like
yeah.
$100
Oh, yeah.
for a 1989 Fleer PSA 10 Nolan Ryan.
I got a 1989 Upper Deck PSA 10, the one where it's like a stop, like there's like multiple positions of him throwing.
Uh-huh.
Now that I sold that for $150 on eBay.
Wow, cool.
But I got a 9 and I sold that for 17. So
you lost money on that.
so that didn't work out. Big difference. That 10 like plays with people's lives. Well, that was, again, gosh, nothing. No Griffey, no Ripken, no, I mean, what are the odds? Terrible.
All right, I'm going to go to 87 Fleer now and hope for a Barry Bonds or a Bo Jackson. I got a Phillies sticker.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah, get a Bo Jackson out of that. All these people, and hopefully they don't watch this and see that we're disappointed in their card.
Wow. Okay, best thing there was the Phillies sticker.
Put that on the car when you get out there.
There's the best out of that
There
pack.
you go. All right, here we go. We're going to jump in with the 89 Upper Deck Low Series, and we're going to hope. If there's one pack
That could turn this around, it's
Right.
this one.
it's got to be this one. Okay, let's see here. Oh, are they going to do that? Chris Sabo. I always liked Chris Sabo because he wore glasses, and I had glasses. Ken. Is that Wally Joyner? Yeah. Oh, we got a Blue Jays sticker.
All right.
Detroit Tigers. What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
My room is down here.
So?
I need to
Making it weird.
go down.
This is a serious film.
Right.
Yes!
This is up for an Oscar.
We were talking about you and your cards Friday
Okay, well, let's talk about it later.
at Shippensburg. We were talking about you.
Oh, that's how popular we are.
Sure.
This
We're infamous.
right. Oh my gosh! I just that hurts.
That looked like that was a bust.
That was painful. I mean, whatever, 15, 16, 17 bucks pack, but
Notice I'm not mentioning what I paid for these in the event that my wife watches this, so she really has no concept. They were very inexpensive.
right. Basically, 3 handouts.
Yeah, they were giving them away. All right, my 87 Donners is what I'm doing next.
Based on
so,
the cards we're getting, it certainly looks like they were giving them away.
yeah, no kidding.
Mm.
So, Greg Maddux, Bo Jackson, Barry Bonds is in this.
Alan Ashby. What if there's any error cards in these particular?
Hey, there's the
John.
Crucker.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that.
Not so great.
Yeah. All right. Let's pull out the tough stuff and let's see what 90 tops. What am I looking for in 90 tops?
90 tops.
I used to do that with my Beckett's. I lay it out and then just see. Okay, this is what I'm looking for.
90 tops. So it'd be like Juan Gonzalez, Frank Thomas. That's the no-name Frank Thomas.
No name Frank Thomas.
Dude, check this out. So back in 2001, if you bought a no-name Frank Thomas,
$750.
$750.
Woo!
Now it's what, like thousands?
Yeah. Yeah, now it's up there. Wow. Come on, let's hit that. I've never had one of those. All right. Let's see. Ozzie Smith, All-Star. They like Ozzie Smith in this pack.
Ozzie Smith.
I like the 90 tops. That was cool. Different, At least the rack packs drag out the.
Oh, there you go.
Nolan Ryan, number 3. All right, recognizable. So far, this has got to be my best pack. Wade Boggs. Centering is certainly off, but it's tough to get a 10 in anything this 90 tops. Very difficult. Doc Gooden. Chip Hale. Herm. Did you watch the World Series last night?
Oh yeah, I was pulling for Toronto, just because the Dodgers knocked out the Phillies and they just won last year.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
that was a crazy game.
And it was pretty deflating, how it went down.
I honestly thought Toronto had it in the bag. All they had to do was a little defense, and they had it.
And plate a guy when they had bases loaded.
Yeah, there's definitely...
They had opportunity. I feel like they let it slip through their fingers, kind of.
Yeah, that was interesting watch.
It was a pretty good series. I mean, minus the blowout games, the close games were exciting. Even though I didn't really care for either of the teams that much.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't really have any...
Another piece of gum that doesn't look totally disgusting.
Wow. And it peels right off. Preservatives were good on that one.
Of course.
You want to try it?
No. Of course, this card would be like, this would be your best card, and it would have the gum stain on the back, and it would be crushed. But thankfully, it's Wally Johnson.
Yeah, sorry, Wally.
And for some reason, Dave Rigetti's got some goo on that one, too. All right, let's see what else we got here. Could win trip to the 1988 training camp.
Oh, that would be fun.
All right, Tim Burke.
We've gotten a lot of Dave Henderson today. Both of us have gotten a lot of Davey. Don Mattingly, Kirby Puckett All-Star.
All right. Not great.
I mean, I feel like that's got to be your best pack so far with those two All-Stars at the end. Not that an All-Star card is anything, but...
Yeah, as far as pool is concerned, I guess... Man, look at some of those corners on this one were rough.
That is definitely... Yeah.
All right.
Here we go. 93 tops. Looking for Derek Jeter.
Even though I spent very little money on these packs, I made very little back.
I, on the other hand, spent more on the rack packs and made even less back.
Well, at least we're consistent.
Right.
All right, so what year is this?
93 tops.
All right, so you're going for what, Jeter?
Yes, going for a Jeter rookie, preferably in a Topps Gold. That's where it quintuples in value, but
at this rate, we would take just a standard one.
At this rate, I would take, even a Ken Griffey Jr. 93, something. That would have been a good Derek Jeter. Ozzie Smith has been a popular one.
So they just mixed the gold in with the rack pack?
Yeah.
It was like a shorter print, I guess.
Yes. You got one Topps Gold per pack. In this particular case, we get 3.
So far, we've seen none.
No, they will all be together in the rack packs. At some point, you'll hit 1, 2, 3. Dave Justice. I mean, these names, even in a rack pack, I still... Mickey Morandini, I just like to say his name. All right, we have...
Okay, there you go.
Brian Barnes. Oh, the infamous Topps Black Gold. Now, that was a rare insert. Still not worth much, but Greg Maddux in the Black Gold.
That's cool.
And we have Eddie something or other. Taubency. All right, well, the Greg Maddux Black Gold was neat.
So you still have a chance at Jeter.
Still have a chance at it, right. The gold option is out. It is out.
Wow.
Whew. What a rough, very rough
Page.
Like,
Brutal.
Yeah. Come on, hit a Jordan, hit a Mark Jackson. Oh, this is. Wait, is this.
Should be 90, right?
Is this 90 or 89?
I feel like it's 90. Says, well, maybe it's 89 because you'd be winning a thing to the 90 All-Star game.
So it might be 89. See on the back of the card what the stats have.
88, 89.
So it's 89.
88.
Oh, it does say 1989.
All right, so we could get a David Robinson rookie
Yeah.
here,
Mm-hmm.
and that could replace my 6
That's right.
that I bought.
Oh.
Scotty Skiles.
Get a Jordan.
Jordan would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But instead I got David Cortland.
New bowl.
Got Larry Bird. Okay.
My last pack. 2018. Topps update. 10 cards. This was more expensive than all the other packs.
Combined?
Not combined. Not
Okay.
combined. Just the most expensive pack out of everything that I got.
Even more than the 89 Upper Deck.
Even more. This was 25, and that was low. Most of them go for 40, 50. It was just on an auction based.
Uh-huh.
So, all right. Let's see here. Will they give an Ohtani to save the day? No. Austin Gomber. Ichiro. Matt Kemp. Alex Rodriguez. Sandy Koufax. Not sure. No. Rookie debut, Gleyber Torres, and Nick Kingham. Everybody's rookie in this pack but Ohtani. So, that one.
That is a bust.
That was for sure. So, don't think that Koufax is worth anything.
All right, I have one last pack of the 90 hoops. I was getting excited. I saw Bulls and I thought it was, but nope, Horace. Damn it. Hershey Hawkins. Oh, that's a Kevin Johnson rookie card.
Oh,
I think
nice.
I think that's KJ's rookie card.
Hey.
Oh, wait a minute. That's
You got
bogus.
double Horace.
That's bogus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right, KJ's rookie card.
What a wonderful, less than thrilling. I can't believe just nothing.
Nothing.
I mean, you got that lucky double Horace Grant pack, but
Oh, I know. It was
that is
amazing.
All right, that was fun
that-
though. I like that.
I think that Kevin Johnson might be the best one.
Tough stuff it up.
Consult my tough stuff here. What's the card number here? Oh, wait. can't. What's that?
I don't see him on there. Michael Jordan, Larry Bird at $1.
All right.
Oh yeah, Kevin Johnson, 35. Yeah, 35. That's what you have.
Okay, and that's his rookie.
That's his
right?
rookie. Yep. 75 cents.
All right.
Woo! Woo! I mean, it might be up to $1 by now if the centering is right on, which actually it doesn't look bad.
Doesn't look bad.
No.
He never made it into the Hall of Fame, though. I don't believe his career. I mean, he was pretty good.
I was gonna say he was,
Because I have one of his rookie cards. I think I have his Fleer rookie card.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I don't know. I would send this away for grading.
I would have to do some serious research on what a PSA 10 is pulling.
I'm not sure I'm going to sleeve any of these things for.
No. Nope. None of these guys are
I
pulling in the.
I don't think I'll spend the money for the plastic sleeve and the protector case.
Yep. Lots of fire starters here.
Yeah. So, PSA announced any good holiday grading specials yet?
No holiday sales. They are getting very stingy. They are only deals the past 2 months have been on their higher end, $59 grading, where it's like a, 20-day turnaround is down to like $49 for grading. So, but they jacked the price up on regular value grading to $21.99 a card, which it was $20 to begin with, but then shipping, things like that. So you figure, it's definitely no deals at the moment. But I sent my Jordan away anyways, just because I wanted to see how that played out. I had some Donyell Marshalls I wanted to send out. So I'll probably do a reveal whenever I get those back and see, how much crying I can do.
Well, I'll tell you, if they come up with something that's like, I have like potentials if they have a decent deal. My one potential that I really want to send off is this 89 Upper Deck Dale Murphy error card. It's the reverse negative.
Oh, okay.
It has
look at that.
It has some value.
It's actually
it looks pretty
corners, centering. Yeah.
It looks pretty good. So like the corrected one goes for not much.
Yeah.
This raw cost like around $90.
Jeez.
I think. But if it grades 6 or higher, it's worth like. No, if it grades like 6, I think it's like worth like 130 or something. So it's like be worth it.
Wow, that's crazy.
A 9 of this sold for like mid 200s. So I really want to send this off. I bought it raw a little bit ago, paid a little more than I wanted to, but I really wanted it, and I want to send this off if the grading price is right, because I don't want to get it to the point where it comes back a 5 and I've like now have a $50 card that I have 110 in,
Right.
Then I really am thinking about this Cal Riley card.
Oh, you had quite a year.
I got this while I was watching the Home Run Derby.
Oh, really?
Year. I was like watching the Home Run Derby, and I'm like, wow, this guy is like pretty good. And I bought that raw. I don't have hardly anything in it raw. And I saw it go up for auction as a PSA 10, and it was like $200. And I'm not quite sure why, because it's not a numbered card.
Right,
It's
just a base rookie.
Just a base rookie, but it was like $200 as a 10. So I kind of want to send that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And then I had told you I got this card.
Oh yeah.
So I got this card raw former Penn State player, went to the Colts, and it looked really good. And it's a numbered card out of 49.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got it, I looked at it, and if you look real close over here, you can see sort of like a scratch
Oh yeah, right by his pants there.
by the
Mm-hmm.
in the purple.
Yep.
And I'm like, if I can see that,
They're gonna see
they're
that.
gonna see that,
Yeah,
and it's gonna come back like
a 7.
yeah.
Mm.
So I don't have a ton in that, but it's one of those things where I didn't spend a lot to get it raw, but do I want to spend any more?
Right? Is
To
it
get it-
worth more raw? Because I mean, there are people out there that definitely try to sell, raw in hopes that they can get somebody to latch on to not seeing the mark.
I mean, I don't think the seller misrepresented this on eBay, but he took a picture of it, and he either didn't look closely or what. But when I got it and I took it out, because sometimes those scratches and stuff are the
On the
protector,
sleeve, yeah.
the protector of the sleeve that they ship it in. But I took it out, looked at it. I'm like, nah, definitely on the card. And I'm by no means a PSA grader. And I was just like, it's like so apparent they're gonna crush it.
It's funny now that you know what to look for. You certainly judge your cards differently.
Yeah. So then I'll show you the last potentials. So I had bought these Page Bucket cards, raw. Don't have a lot in them, and I got them, and the centering on this one is not great.
Right.
And I was just like, well, I'm definitely not going to send that one because it'll be crushed.
You're right.
And then I was just like, this one's like pretty good. And I jumped on her because the Caitlin Clark,
Hysteria.
yeah. So like, Caitlin Clark was the 24 number one draft pick. Her PSA 10 cards, when they first started getting graded, you could get it for like $100, and now it's like $250, $300 or
Right.
something ridiculous. I was gonna buy a PSA 10 Caitlin Clark, and I didn't, so I settled for a PSA 9, and then I got a raw card of hers, sent it off, got graded, and it came back a 9, and I guess I'm okay with both of those. But when I bought these two raw, and I saw the centering on this one was poor, and I saw this one, so here's how her card plays out. Her PSA 10, which I ended up just buying because I wanted to just have a 10.
Right.
In the event her career became somewhat comparable to Caitlin Clark's, I have, I think, like $60 in her PSA 10. Her PSA 9s I've seen go for auction for like $18. So like the raw price of the card,
Right.
$20, $22,
Yep,
whatever
to grade
grade it, and then it goes for $18 as a 9.
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm not sending either. I don't think I would send either of these because even a 9 is not worth the money.
A 9, you would have to at minimum get, you almost have to get $30 back to even come close to I don't know, making it worth it. It has to be, if it grades at a 9, which is certainly the most common, if it doesn't bring $30, it's just not worth it. I mean,
Yeah,
unless you want to play the lottery and see if you get a 10, but their version of a 10 compared to my version of a 10 is.
I'm floating around the idea of this one, Cooper DeJean's like rookie card. I just like him because he had that pick 6 that ended up contributing to the beating of the Chiefs.
Yep.
So I like him.
I know Tiffany wants his jersey.
He's a potential. And then because you do that more often than I do, I got this because I just wanted it. It's a Kyle Schwarber numbered card out of 50 with a piece of a base from this game.
That's awesome.
Like, how do you even send that in? because it's thick.
Yep. Oh, they grade it and they put it in a thicker. It's a thicker holder.
Right, but you have to send it in this
Because
because I can't even put it in a sleeve or one of those.
yeah, you do have to send it in a thing, and it is tight as all get out. And I'm pretty sure I damaged corners on my thicker cards when I send them in. But I sent one in, a thick one that had a shoelace or something in it, and it literally came back in a PSA holder that big because it didn't charge me anymore for it, but it came in back in a giant PSA holder.
So you would have to take it out of this.
Yep.
And send it in.
Put it in a sleeve, and you have to put it in now. So
this won't even fit in these sleeves, I don't think, because it's.
So they make bigger ones.
Okay.
Which I had to get.
Oh, I see.
And they also make larger graded sleeves as well that you can get. I didn't get that. I managed to kind of just smush it down.
Mash it in to the regular card saver sleeve.
Yeah, in the card saver one, yes. But the regular sleeves, they do make larger ones that you can fit them in. But yeah, so that unfortunately, I don't know what they do if you send it in. I know they don't like it, and they may.
I mean, because this is like made for that card specifically.
Right.
I don't know. I might not send this in graded. This is.
Did you get that recently? I assume.
Yeah, not too long ago.
Okay, that's cool though.
Like a couple months ago.
That's
like a couple weeks ago, I guess. It's one of these things where like I got it and I'm gonna give it to my wife and say, "Here, this is for me for Christmas from yours."
So, nice. I like it.
No shirt, no underwear, no socks.
Right.
Just give me this and it'll be cool.
Yeah. Yep. That's it. That's what I put that on my Christmas list. So just get me some cards. I'll be happy.
So anyway, I have some other potentials that I'm just floating around with, but it'll really depend on if they have a deal and if I want to pull the trigger or not.
These are.
Oh, that's what you've been buying.
This is what I've been scooping up out of 5 cards, on eBay. Just anything that comes up and goes reasonably priced to like in the $20 max range. Send away. I couldn't really honestly tell you much about any of these players because these are all whatever, but they're all out of 5. So I feel like there's got to be some value in an out of 5 card, especially when they write, beyond their signature and write extra. Things on there, those seem to be worth more. So
these are the Bowman Chrome U.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this one's 1 of 5, which first off the line, I certainly like those as well. So, right, I'm hoping they give me a respectable holiday end of year deal, and I can ship some of these off for mildly reasonable price and go from there. But anyways, John, that was a fun idea. My cards were terrible, but I would definitely do it again.
Well, when I get my 4 packs of 89 Upper Deck, we'll have to
collaborate some things. Yes, yeah, I'll definitely go down for some more 89 Upper Deck. That was, I feel like you can't mess with those packs. So, but anyways,
and that seller that I sent you was like the best price for a 4-pack.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because there's a lot of people selling them, but they all want
premium.
Yeah, I'm hoping that shop gets them back in and has them at that same price.
I know, that would be nice. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
So, hopefully they have another one of those.
Discount days.
Discount days.
That would be great.
Another field trip.
Yep. Discount day. They had that whole room full of stuff. So.
Hey, if you have one last question about my potentials, in case this episode concludes and then we have a deal that comes out next week or whatever. an autograph card, like how does that work compared to, and I'm not talking about one that comes autographed, I'm talking about one who you've gotten autographed.
So that I just had to deal with because I sent away a Billy Ripken 90 score that I had him sign at a game when I was, man, young, and I sent it off to get it graded. Well, they rejected it, and it said needed authenticated. So I resubmitted it recently for a auto. You have to do an auto grade and a um, auto grade and a card grade. Well, you don't have to do a card grade, but you have to do an auto grade where they authenticate the autograph.
Oh.
So it is more expensive. It's like $34, where they, but the card. It was more about the card, preserving the card for me. So I sent 3 out that I had personally autographed. I sent a Danielle Marshall for when I went to his basketball camp, and then I had Billy Ripken and Harold Baines. I got those both signed at the same time at the same game, and so that was like $100 to send those 3 cards out to get them. All they're doing for me is they're authenticating the card.
Okay, so the card would be authentic.
I'm not having the card graded
because
I know it was in my pocket. It's not. I was 15, 14. It was in my pocket. So anyways, and then they authenticate and grade the autograph.
Okay.
So it's going to have authentic, and then underneath it, it'll say auto grade. But,
9, 10, whatever.
Yeah, so they have to research the autograph, authenticate, and I'll be curious because I personally got them all autographed. I know they're real autographs. So if any of them come back and say, "Nah, fake," I'm just like, I know they're not fake, but.
Well, the reason why I was asking is because 2-3 years ago, I went to a card show in Westminster, Maryland, and the high-end guest was Pete Rose. And I took a 84 Donruss Phillies card of him and paid the money to get him to sign it. And I have it, and I was just like, man, maybe I should send that off to get, now that he's passed away,
right?
Maybe I should send that off to get graded and put in a case.
That's my main reason I did it, was to seal it in a hard case. I mean, if I die and they sell it, they might get $3 for it, or who knows? I mean, Billy Ripken may, who knows? And Harold Baines, whatever, to someone else, it's certainly not worth anything. But I wanted to be able to display it with some of my other cards, so I wanted it encased and sealed and authenticated. So in case it ever would get sold, at least it's a legitimate, wherever it goes, they know it's a legitimate autograph.
Yeah. So, I mean, Harold Baines was like a solid player.
Oh,
so
yeah.
That's like not...
Right.
That's like a pretty decent one.
Yeah, I mean, he was definitely good at the time. I mean, so...
If you had the 89 Fleer Billy Ripken era card autographed and it graded high, oh my gosh, it would be like so much money.
I was just reading something in one of the groups I belong to that somebody tried to get him to sign it recently at a thing, and he refused to sign it.
Really?
Yep. So I don't know if that's a recent, where he's just like, I'm not signing that card anymore, or what. And so if he is refusing to sign that, and you do have one, like that he might have signed back in the day, that would be some money right there.
Man, I don't know why you would, I guess he has his reasons, but they're gonna pay you $50 to sign a piece of paper.
Just
why
sign
do you
it.
care what?
Right.
What?
Yeah. So, I mean, maybe he hates the error card. He hates what came with the, that honestly made him super popular. That error is one of the greatest error cards. I don't know. I feel like in the history of sports cards, if you asked me about error cards, that would definitely be one of the tops. I mean, I'm sure there's videos on YouTube probably that discuss, top error cards, and I feel like that has to be, I don't know, top five minimum.
Oh, that's why I went after that Dale Murphy 89 Upper Deck Reverse Negative, because it wasn't one of those things that was in every run.
Yeah.
They called it, Upper Deck was a new company in 89. So they called it, then they corrected it, so it has some rarity to it.
Oh,
just
yeah.
like the Billy Ripken card. They Fleer called it and corrected it, so and then that card is just like kind of like a legend.
Yeah.
Um, but I think some of these guys are not willing to increase the value of something that a person's just going to flip. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah. It'd be different. I feel like if it was if you were Billy Ripken and a little kid came up with that card, then you're like, you shouldn't have that card. It says, But if an adult comes up, he's going to take it and jack it up. You're paying him for a $50 autograph, and then he's going to turn around and sell it for $2,000.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, yeah. The thing is, though, like with Ripken, Billy kind of lived in the shadow of Cal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like their career was not even comparable. You have one of the greatest players in modern baseball,
right?
The Iron Man,
yeah,
amazing player.
Yep.
And then his brother was like,
yeah, he didn't have any records to go with. I mean, he was a good defensive player, second baseman, but
the thing that made him famous was that 89 Fleer error card.
Yep.
So like, if you want to have your legacy be noted for something, I don't know if it's that terrible that it's that.
That's what I'm saying. That
take the person's $50 and sign the error card.
Right? Yeah. Well, like I said, when I got him to autograph the 90 scorer card, the guy after me we were along the fence, and he was coming out to his car. We stayed after the game, and we stood along the fence. There's a decent amount of people along the fence outside the back of I don't know if it was probably Memorial Stadium at that time, but then we saw him come out, and we were yelling for him, and I had one of his cards, so I pulled it out, and he went down the line and was signing things, and he got to me, and the guy standing beside me said, "Hey, when's Cal coming out?" He handed my card back and then just took off. He didn't want to hear anything about Cal. He was flipping, but I appreciate him signing my card.
Yeah, so, good timing.
Yeah, the story, like I said, the card would never sell, honestly, for much, but the meaning behind the card is why I sent it off to seal the deal and encase it. So.
Yeah, I really am on the fence on that Pete Rose card, because I got that in person. I had my youngest daughter with me, who actually is his birthday buddy. They were both born on April 14th. Although I didn't know that until after we left.
I was gonna say he could have customized a card,
but I handed it to him. He signed it. Her job was to take a picture, and I feel like, because that was extra, so she was supposed to sneaky take a picture, and I think she did, but then she didn't text it to me, and because those kids take pictures of everything,
it's lost.
She needed room for whatever else, and just deleted it. So I have no physical proof that I was there.
Yeah.
And I was asking everybody, because I thought I had sent it to a friend of mine who's a Phillies fan, but I sent him just a picture of the card. And I'm like,
Ah,
well, I can just reproduce that.
Right.
I was like, are you sure I didn't send you one of me at the table getting him to sign the card? He's like, no, this is like all I had. So then I was yelling at Carly, and I was like, Carly, did you delete that picture? She's like, I don't know, maybe.
yep, it's gone.
Yeah,
Yep,
so
well, yeah. I mean, it might be worth sending off and to get it authenticated. That way, down the line.
yeah, I want to see. I want to
Yeah.
look and see what his card sells for with like a
Authenticated
uh,
autograph.
Auto 10,
Yeah.
and then I'll weigh my options.
Yeah, I've had like pre-done autos come back. I've graded autos before, and some of them, if there's any fading to it, they like something like here where it's like darker and lighter. That would not grade a 10. It has to be like solid darkness all the way through it. If they're fading, they just don't grade it a 10. So, and I don't think my cards are going to come back with auto 10s, but I just want it authenticated.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways,
All right, Joe. Well,
We're
that was
back
an
at it.
exciting episode.
yeah, definitely. We have to. That was a great theme, though. PAX. That was a great theme. So I know we did boxes, but this was a good variety, good fun. So we definitely have to do that again.
It's kind of more fitting with your show name.
Yeah, right.
Instead of
PAX. So
instead of
PAX
2
is-
boxes galore. We're like
Exactly.
8 packs galore.
Yeah. So have to drum up some. I know, I got my Packers jersey on, but we opened baseball, so but it's Sunday, so go Packers. Let's see how they do today. But anyways, John, thanks for coming up. Thanks for joining.
Yeah,
And,
we'll have to do something again before 6 months go by.
Yes, yeah, that was a respectable break, but now the winter's here.
Things aren't as busy.
Right, things aren't as busy now. Marching band's over for me, and
Yep.
oh my. So, anyways, anybody who stayed till the end of this video, thanks.
See ya.
And see ya.